Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Coming out aggressively. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Looking for a man, it's rising. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Offense set on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Great move there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking for a crease. It's Hayden. The Buffaloes will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
The run to the left. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Buffaloes are in the red zone. Running back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Utah, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Park. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This should be the last play of the quarter. Going up top on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 7, Utah 0.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo.
Brings up third down.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And that ball is picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them 1 play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Rising. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Utes are in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. It's complete on the right side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Horn. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw. Extending the play. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And the Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Looking for a gap. It's Bernard. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll try the run. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. On the run, still looking. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Looking to pass. It's Rising. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That keeps the score. Colorado 10, Utah 7.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pulls it in. It's Hayden. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 10, Utah 7.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pittman. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to the air one more time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking downfield, it's rising. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
He'll try the left side. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Setting up the screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Utes! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make... Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Buffs. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Get it out quick.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Utah, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's taking the deep shot. Snags it on the right. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Rising. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Bulldozes him. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.